Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be having a look at this laptop from ASUS. This is the ASUS Expertbook P3, and guys, if you recall, about 2-3 months ago this laptop was launched, and I was invited by ASUS to their Mumbai headquarters, and there I had a chat with Dinesh, who's the head of ASUS laptop division, and we talked about it. What is it that makes this business laptop very different? But I feel, so though this is a business centric laptop, this is also excellent for normal consumers, because this laptop is actually pretty rugged. Not only it has that metallic build quality, though the pricing is actually very good for this P3 model, but also it is actually very rugged. They claim that military STD 10 rating, but I also did do some torture test on this one, and as you can see, this has survived. Also, in terms of security, again, as that's a business laptop, it has a lot of security. Not only is Windows Hello authentication, but also a fingerprint scanner. Again, it is also not that super heavy. So let's have a closer look at this laptop. And yes, this is a review unit that was sent to me by ASUS, and they sent me this about 3 weeks ago. So I have been actually testing this, but again, all my thoughts and all my testing is independently done by me. So guys, this is the ASUS Expertbook P3, and let me just close it. And again, good thing is, as I've told you, this is also metallic. The outer chase is also metallic, and if you notice closely here, these are also chamfered edges. So again, in terms of build quality, they haven't compromised. I'll also show you some torture tests that I've done later on. But overall, I would say the build quality is really good on this one. On this end, as you can see, we get one USB port. We also get a proper Ethernet jack, some vents back to dissipate the heat, and also we have the branding of Expertbook over here. And on this end, we have all the ports. Actually, you will be charging it with this USB Type-C port itself. We have a full-size HDMI port also. Again, one more USB port, one more Type-C port, and your headphone jack. In fact, I'll have all the specs here on the side for your reference. Before I open the laptop, let me also show you, this is the charger that we get in the box, and this is a proper 65-watt charger that you get. It's a Type-C one, and I like the fact that this is actually a pretty fast charger, charges the laptop pretty quickly. But the good thing is that this charger is also a PPS charger, so you can even charge any of your smartphones that even support that fast charging very quickly. And as you can see, it unlocked. Let me again show you. I'll put it on standby, and again, the standby works brilliantly on this laptop, no issues. Also, opening is very easy because you have this dent over here, and I'll just open it up and it unlocked. That is, it has the Windows Hello authentication, but it also has a fingerprint scanner here, which you can use to unlock. And I like the fact that this is having a matte screen, so even if lights are there, for example, my studio light is directly hitting on this one, as you can see, but it is actually deflecting all the lights. So it's also good if you have lights, etc., or say a window behind you, you can easily work. It's a IPS grade screen, and I like the fact that it's in 16:10 aspect ratio, 14-inch, and it is having a 300 nits maximum brightness. And again, the angles are also actually good on this one. It's a wide angle one, anti-glare, but sRGB is 63%. Moving to the processor on this one, again, it's having an Intel processor. Let me actually show you the CPU Z app. This one is having the Core i5 variant, as you can see, Core i5, but it also comes in Core i7. And let me zoom in. As you can see, it's having the Intel Core i5 processor, specifically the 13420H. Do note, this is the H series processor. These are actually a lot faster than the U series processor. Basically, technically, it's a Raptor Lake, and maximum TDP is 45 watts on this one. And again, the main board will be made by ASUS, of course. Memory, again, this is having 16 gigabytes of RAM, but again, you can upgrade it easily up to 64. If you look at the slots, actually, there are 2 slots on the laptop. As you can see, only the slot 1 is occupied with the 16 gigabytes of RAM. The slot 2 is actually empty, so you can add your RAM easily to the same. This is the Geekbench 6 benchmark that I ran on this laptop. And as you can see, for single core, we got a very healthy score of 2299 and multi-core 9032. Another small thing that I liked about this laptop, even when I was just running the benchmarks, the fans were not excessively loud like a rocket ship. Generally, that happens on many of the Windows laptop, but that was not the case. Yes, I could hear the fan noise, but it was not too loud. And also when you're just normally working like browsing, etc., let's say you have tons and tons of browser tabs or whatever you're browsing and all this thing, the fan hardly comes. You will hardly notice the same on this one. Coming to another benchmark that I ran, that was the PC Mark 10, and here we got an overall score of 5363. In fact, for the essential stuff like video conferencing, webcon apps and all this thing, we got a healthy score of 9815, and productivity score also we got very high of 7032. It's only that in video editing, as is the Core i5, it got okay scores, but you can actually edit videos etc. also on this one. But for very heavy video editing and stuff, I would say go with the Core i7 variant. Give you an idea about the trackpad. The trackpad is also very good. Again, supports all the Windows gestures and all this thing. Very, very smooth and all these things. And also the trackpad on the left, again, if you go up and down, as you can see, you can adjust the volume. And on right, if you go up and down, it will increase the brightness of the screen or lower it. So we have these gestures also on this one. And also in terms of build quality, as I've told you, the build quality is good. The speakers are actually pretty decent on this laptop, actually pretty loud. So this is at 100%. And you notice slight depth also in the sound. So actually pretty decent speakers, I would say, on this laptop that you are getting. Also regarding the heating, the thing is that this one also had some major heat pipes. So again, in terms of dissipating the heat, it's actually doing a pretty good job. Coming to the battery on this one, guys, the battery on this one is a 50 watt-hour battery that you are getting on this one, and it's a 3-cell battery that you are getting. Again, this is also replaceable. The good thing about this laptop is the upgradability that we have. RAM we can upgrade, even the SSD that we have, we can upgrade. In fact, we have one more SSD slot on this one, and also the battery later on you can easily repair it and stuff like that. And as it's a business-centric laptop, you don't have to go to the service center. Again, I'm using the Windows Hello to unlock it. The service center guys will come to you for any service. It's a 50 watt-hour battery, and in my regular testing, guys, I noticed that the battery life on this one was somewhere around 4 hours to about 5.5 hours of battery life that I was getting with my regular usage. Another thing is that regarding security also, they are doing a very good job on this one, as it's a business-centric laptop. It has a TPM and a BitLocker encryption, and also a self-healing BIOS, and as I've already mentioned, a fingerprint scanner, and also Windows Hello authentication on the same. So let's do some durability tests, because ASUS were touting a lot about the durability. Yes, this has that military 810 standard, but they were talking a lot about it. So first what we'll do is, let me just unlock it, and as you can see, I'll increase the brightness. It's working, the screen is working. So we'll test it, and after every test, let's see if the screen is working. And the first thing that ASUS has shown even earlier when I was in Mumbai is that the hinge of this laptop is very durable, and you can just hold it like this. And this puts a lot of stress on the laptop, because generally what happens is most of the laptops is that after a time, if they're not built up, the hinge has a problem. Here it's supposed to have a reinforcement, so yes, I can just hold it like this, I can feel the weight, but nothing is happening. And as you can see, the screen is working. And the next test, I'm a little bit skeptical, will this laptop survive or not? Because they were telling that 30 kgs of weight can be put on this one. But ASUS team claimed that in their Mumbai office, a person actually stood on this laptop and it survived. So let's test it if this works. As you saw, the screen is working. Let's now test that. This is a stupidity to do, but yes, if they claim, we will do it. Okay, can you see it completely? Go to ultra wide, otherwise you can't see. Everything visible? Okay, I am actually very skeptical about it. So I'm completely standing. Okay, let's just open, let's focus on this one. Let's just open it up and see. I stood on this one. Oh, here, damn, it worked. Nothing happened. Okay. Oh, and that face unlock also worked. So, yes, in this durability, it is doing a very good job. I'm surprised. I'm actually impressed. Okay, let's now, ASUS team, if you recall, were also telling the hinges on this one. The internal everything is actually metallic. That's why it's a lot more durable. And you can hang up to 8 kgs of weight. They were testing it with dumbbell or something. I don't have an 8 kg dumbbell, but I have a 3 kg dumbbell. Let's try to attach it and see if that works. Okay guys, so I have this dumbbell. As I've told you, I have a 3 kg dumbbell. And this is an Ethernet cable. I'll now attach it to the laptop and let's see if it can take it. Its weight. I don't have a higher one, so they told up to 8 kg, but this will also be a great thing if it can do it. So, oh, where is the laptop? Ethernet port. Okay, here's the Ethernet port. Okay, I have attached it, as you can see. Now, let's lift this. Wow. No issues, actually. So definitely, yes, the ports that they were talking about are reinforced. So, okay, this claim also works. So definitely, I would say a lot more durable. I would have been scared to do all these tests. Okay, let's do one more test because this can happen. And this has happened in the family. Let's say you forget the laptop on the chair and just somebody comes. This should survive because we stood, but let's just test it because this can happen quite a bit. Standing, yes, it's not practical. And yes, still unlocked and it works. Okay, this is another test that I want to see. As you can see, the laptop is working perfectly, etc. I ran PC Mark 10 benchmark, whatever. And as you can see, I have a glass of water. And this can happen in an office or something. You're working on a laptop, you have a coffee mug or something, a glass like this, and it falls. So, okay, my daughter didn't believe that it can handle it, and she has broken 2 laptops in the last 3 years, so she is just standing now. Of course, her weight is a lot less. Let's see, move, Palak. Let me see if it is working now. Oh yes, it is working. So, what do you feel, Palak? I think so. This laptop is ideal for people like you who break stuff. So guys, this is the ASUS Expertbook P3 laptop, and as you can see, it performed brilliantly. Not only in the performance, it's actually pretty good because of the 13th generation Intel processor, that is the H series processor that it has, makes it actually pretty powerful. Though I don't have the higher end variant, this is the Core i5. You can even opt for the Core i7 variant of this laptop. What I liked is the build quality is solid on this laptop. Again, that metallic build quality that you're getting, also very durable, as you saw that. But apart from that, also another thing that I like about this laptop is that in terms of upgradability, which is a rarity these days in laptop, this is a laptop that you can upgrade easily. The RAM slot, you can just upgrade the RAM. It has one extra RAM slot. Also SSD, you can easily change the SSD. In fact, you can also add one more SSD if you want. And also the battery, again, after let's say 3-4 years, the battery gets weak. The battery is also very replaceable. And the best part is that as this is a business centric laptop, you don't have to go to the service center. The service center guys will come to your office or your home and do the stuff. And lastly, guys, as the Flipkart big billion day sale is here again, we should be actually getting pretty good offers with this laptop. I don't know the exact pricing of this model. This is the P3 Core i5 variant, but I think so even on this Flipkart sale, this will be below 60,000 and even lower if you add some Flipkart offers or stuff. Again, what I'll do is I'll add the links in the description with the exact pricing info when I have that. But overall, it's actually very good. Also, this is great for normal users, but again, as this is a business centric laptop, again for business users also it's very good. In fact, on Flipkart, you can order up to 7 units in a single order, and also you can take advantage of the GST input and all those things. So GST billing is also possible. So again, guys, overall I have to say I'm very impressed with this ASUS Expertbook P3 variant of this laptop. This also comes in some other variants also. You have the P5 variant, which comes with the Intel Lunar Lake chipset, and also the P1 variant of this laptop. So what do you guys feel about this laptop? Definitely, I have to say, this is a rarity. After a long time it has happened that a product came to me and it exceeded my personal expectations. Yes, the brand said this and that, this, but when I personally actually tested the laptop, it performed much better than what I expected. The only nitpicking I have, as I've mentioned earlier, is that the battery life is just average. You can expect anywhere from about 4 to about 5.5 hours of battery life on this one. But apart from that, this is an excellent laptop. In fact, when I have to upgrade my laptop for my daughter, I would definitely go for this one because of the rugged nature. But what do you guys feel about this one? Do let me know in the comment section below. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.